Tom Cruise's childhood explains everything. Tom Cruise and his three sisters grew up in poverty. Their father, Thomas Cruise Mapother III, often changed jobs. The family moved frequently. Tom attended 15 schools. He was diagnosed with dyslexia at age 7. It made it impossible for him to read properly. Tom was placed in remedial classes. He was also small for his age and had crooked teeth. It led to intense bullying at school. At home, Tom couldn't trust his own father. Tom described him as a bully and a coward. He was manipulative and physically abusive.
He was the kind of person where if something goes wrong, they kick you. It was a great lesson in my life, how he'd lull you in, make you feel safe, and then, bang.
This anxiety and mistrust would last into his career. When Tom was 11, his mother left his father. She woke her kids early in the morning. They left in secret and settled in Kentucky. Mapother didn't try to help his children. He only visited Tom once. Tom's mother had to work 3 jobs. The stress and workload took a toll on her health. She developed a herniated disc. For a while, the family lived on food stamps. Tom began working to support his mom and sisters. He delivered newspapers, mowed lawns, and did cleaning jobs. When Tom was 16, his mother remarried. His stepfather, John South, became an inspiration for him. At 18, Tom followed his acting dreams. South lent him money to go to New York City. By the 1980s, Cruise was starring in blockbusters. Many of his movies involved antagonistic father figures. In 1983, Cruise learned that his father was in hospital. He was recovering from a cancer operation. Cruise joined his sisters at his father's bedside. Mapother said he could only cry when he saw them. After the visit, he explained their estrangement.
I made a personal decision to respect my son's wishes, which was for me to stay the hell out of everything.
But according to Cruise, his father cut off all communication.
He left and didn't want to be contacted for years. I think he was tired of inflicting so much pain on other people that he just had to get away. Even when I went to see him, he didn't want to discuss what had occurred in the past. He said when he got out of the hospital, we'd go have a steak and a beer and talk about it then.
But they weren't able to meet beyond the hospital walls. The next year, Mapother died. Cruise later starred in Magnolia. His character meets his father on his deathbed. Reading the scene for the first time, Cruise was overwhelmed. The role earned him some of the most positive reviews. Later, he would start to take on father roles in his movies. Cruise now has 3 children. He decided he would be different from his father.
I always said to myself that my children would be able to depend on me, and I would always be there for them and love them. That I'd never make a promise to my kids that I couldn't keep. I'm not one of those people who believe you can spoil a child with too much love.